What's that? How did the Great Depression affect such a large number of people, you may ask? Many usually say that the stock market crashing caused a widespread suffering, but the crashing of the stock market only affected a small portion of America. It was the ripple effect of the stock market crashing that made it so destructive of America. We'll start with our first ripple. So, the way the banks make money is through interest on loans. Basically, they're all like, I'll give you money if you give me money for giving you money. The bank gives you money, and eventually you obviously have to pay this money back. However, in addition, you also have to pay a small percentage of that money back that was loaned to you. The bank lends out lots of money to both businesses and regular people like you and me. After the stock market crash, when banks are asked for their money, the cash they lent out, neither the businesses nor the regular people had anything to give them. This leads to another ripple. After the stock market crash, when not many people could repay their loans, people were all freaked out, thinking they were going to lose their money if they didn't go to the bank right away and get their money. This was also known as a bank run. But when they went there, the bank didn't have any money to give them, since no one had been repaying their loans, and the little money that was actually in the bank had already been taken out by the people that got in there earlier. This leads to yet another ripple. Because banks were being sucked dry of their money, there weren't any money to be repaid. Banks closed. Because of this, people lost all their savings. Since banks had no money to give anybody, they were also now closed. Now businesses couldn't borrow money to make more things, which didn't matter since none of the consumers had much money to spend anyways. Businesses weren't bringing in any money, and thus they couldn't pay all of their workers, so they had to lay people off. Unemployment rose. All this means not many companies were selling much, since not many people were buying much, and so many people lost their jobs, which meant even less people had any money to buy anything, and companies went out of business or didn't produce goods or give services. This shortage of goods and services is known as an economic contraction, and the really, really long, really, really bad economic contraction is known as a depression. Our depression caused global effects too. Many countries bought goods from the U.S. or loaned money from the U.S., and when the U.S.'s economy fell, so did the other countries. All the ripple effects discussed are why so many people were affected, and why the time following the stock market crash is known as the Great Depression.